They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the California Golden Bears, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Golden Bears offense will get the first crack at it here. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. Past the first down marker and still running. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch a big fella.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So UNLV's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. The give to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Let's talk for just a minute here about UNLV. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off play action. Quarterback strolling away from heat. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Finds his tight end. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22. The Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Stockton. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Marshall. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Golden Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the lone running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Williams looking for a man. Grabbed over the middle. It's Porter. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. He might want another play. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. It's Jackson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hall. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. UNLV, 0. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Williams will pass. Setting up the screen. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll try the outside to the left. At the 40, there he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to pop the draw. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackle.
Breaks into the open. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. The Golden Bears will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
They'll move the wide receiver. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Williams looking for a man. It's complete to the right. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Golden Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Handoff to the single running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the back. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Williams will pass. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got him at the 45 on his way. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Rebels will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Porter. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running to the left. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Find some fresh air. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Golden Bears will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense ready.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They're going to ride this running back. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. And the defense drags him down.
smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open, dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Dumps it to the back. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. Quickly complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets rid of it. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Bears buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Spins away from... Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone. Trying to get the corner on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Rebels offense is back on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Makes the grab. It's Burrell. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Williams will pass. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give on the inside. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Fires on the move. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Rebels. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cal. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
Guys, Bama and LSU have given us some unforgettable moments over the years, and they're at it again today. Here's a quick update. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Williams looking for a man. Pulls it in. It's Burrell. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Fires to the big fella. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? To the air on 1st down. It's caught. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Rushes on him. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Fires to the big fella. Across the 25, he's got room. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Rebels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead. Touchdown, Rebels! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Works the middle of the field. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David.
Yeah, keep the momentum going, right? Defense did a great job. They held serve, got you the football back, Jesse. Let's go get some points.
I'm curious to see how they're going to do this. Are they going to be aggressive after the defense got the stop and take a shot, or are they going to try to be more conservative here and bleed the clock?
Well, jet sweep pass. Oh, he's got some space. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Finds his big tight end. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
24, Cal 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Off play action on first down. Got a man. It's Rodgers. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll go up top on second and short. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. And the Golden Bears come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
Sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what